Welcome to Limitless, the Blind Beginnings podcast where seeing things differently inspires limitless possibilities. The Limitless podcast was created in order to inform, educate, entertain, and share stories from within the blind and partially sighted community that show that the opportunities for those who are blind or partially sighted are truly limitless. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce you to your host, the founder of Blind Beginnings, Shawn Marcellet.
Welcome back to Limitless, the Blind Beginnings podcast. This is the first episode that we are recording in 2023, and we have an exciting episode today. We are going to introduce our Blind Beginnings team to all of you listeners. There's a lot of us. There's 8 of us now, and some of the team have been on the podcast before, so they'll be not so new to you, but there's a lot of people that also work behind the scenes, and we wanted to share what we do. We're also going to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions, play a bit of a game around that, and tell you what's coming up in 2023. I'm going to introduce our team. We have Leah DeChico, Rob Minot, Keisha Anderson, Ari Gomez, Randy Poitras, Bruce Taylor, and Dougie Dow. All right. I'm super excited to work with this fantastic team, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves in the order of who has been here longest to who has been here shortest. So that, well, I think everyone knows Shawn, me. I'm the founder and the director of programs and community engagement. And we have a co-leadership model at Blind Beginnings. So I'm super privileged to lead this organization with Leah. So Leah, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, Shawn. Yeah, I'd be happy to. I am also feeling very privileged to co-lead this organization with you. This has been such a great journey. I started here about 3.5 years ago, and my role began as the director of operations, but as we moved into a co-leadership model, we sort of segregated out our responsibilities, and I am now the director of finance and administration. I do not have a connection to blindness prior to working with Blind Beginnings. I'm grateful that now I have many connections to many great people. I found my way to Blind Beginnings through a pretty typical job search, actually, but my focus was on working with young people. I worked in the not-for-profit sector for 10 years prior to joining Blind Beginnings, and I worked with a charity supporting youth in the arts. And I've always believed in supporting young people and that all young people deserve equal opportunities to learn and to grow and to thrive and to find themselves. And when I came across Blind Beginnings and got to know more about the organization and Shawn and the community they serve, I was so very excited to be offered the opportunity to join the team. And it's all been uphill from there.
Sure has. Like a slog. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Some days.
All right. So next to join our team was Rob. Rob, can you introduce yourself?
Hello there. My name is Rob Minot, and I am the communications coordinator for Blind Beginnings. So I'm involved in, of course, keeping the website maintained and doing any social media posts and press releases and the bulletin and just anything outwardly facing. And I also sort of help support with some admin from time to time. And of course, I help produce the podcast every week.
Woohoo! Listeners everywhere are cheering loudly, I'm sure.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, I have been with the organization, I guess it's about 2.5 years now. Actually, I started, funnily enough, I think, right during the worst of the COVID lockdowns. So it was really interesting sort of coming on board the organization during a time when we weren't actually even meeting face to face. So I don't think I actually met the team until about 2 months or 3 months in. So, but my connection to blindness, so prior to Blind Beginnings, I worked for an assistive technology company called Aroga Technologies. And I was doing all of their marketing and stuff for many years. And in fact, for a long time, our office was actually in the CNIB building in Burnaby here. So I've always sort of had, been on the periphery of the blindness community for many years. And actually, I used to actually bump heads with Shawn on occasion because, of course, she worked for the CNIB for a while too before she started up Blind Beginnings. So, and of course, I also host another podcast on the side called AT Banter, where we advocate for all different types of disability, and we talk to a lot of folks in the blindness community as well. So I kind of feel a pretty strong connection to the blindness community. I guess for me, making that shift from working for a retailer to a nonprofit was kind of a no-brainer. It had been something that I'd been interested in for quite a long time, especially being in the CNIB building and meeting a lot of people in the community. So it has been something that I'd been interested in for a long time. And one day I just happened to see that Blind Beginnings was posting. They needed somebody in the communications department, and I applied, and here I am, and they can't get rid of me.
We don't want to get rid of you. So that's great. Awesome. Thanks, Rob. Keisha.
All right, so yes, my name is Keisha Anderson, and I am the Programs and Memberships Coordinator with Blind Beginnings. So I work with Shawn and the programs team. Well, I work with everybody. We all help each other out and support each other. But yeah, I'm part of the programs team, and I do a few things. I help with program planning and facilitation when needed. I help track down people for memberships. I kind of do various admin tasks that kind of support programs and I'm kind of like Shawn's assistant, mm-hmm. Which is pretty cool. So my and I also I'm from the I support some of the interior programs too, being that I'm from the interior of BC, and I kind of run some programs in Kamloops, and I recently ran a program in Kelowna just because I was there for another event, and yeah, so very cool to kind of be growing into the interior a bit too, a little bit more, I should say. Because I also grew up in the interior and was supported by Blind Beginnings, and I went through youth leadership training. I should say my connection to visual impairment is that I have a visual impairment, and so I went through a lot of the programs that Blind Beginnings had to offer as I grew, and they're still being offered today, and it's really cool to be able to support the behind the scenes of these programs and support other children and youth reaching their fullest potential. So
awesome. Thanks, Keisha. Big smile on my face. Talk about a success story right here. Okay. I think Ari came next. Ari, introduce yourself, please.
Thank you. Hello there. My name is Ari, and I work as a volunteer and administration manager. I joined the team in June this year, and well, a little bit of my background. I have a master's of business administration and experience in the nonprofit sector. Working with children and their families is one of the things I love the most. When I was searching for a job, I came across this opportunity, and I didn't hesitate for a second to apply. Working with Blind Beginnings has been great, working with the team, learning from each other. And also, one of the best things working here is sharing the same vision. And I'm going to quote, the vision is seeing now, the vision of a world where seeing things differently inspires limitless possibilities for children who are blind or partially sighted. So this one is one of my favorite quotes, and this reminds me why we are here and why we work so hard to support all these children and also, well, their families. Thank you.
Thanks, Ari. And it's just amazing to me. I'm thinking about how many of you joined the team in 2022. So next is Randy.
I think pretty much everyone besides the first three joined in 2022.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, maybe the first four. Keisha might have been a little earlier too, but hello again. I'm I'm Randy, and some of you from other podcast episodes might be familiar with me already. I've kind of been around forever with Blind Beginnings as a whole. I was part of originally I came to Blind Beginnings as a teenager who couldn't see and was part of the inaugural Youth Leadership Network weekend that we had. And as far as now being officially part of the team and not just volunteer and participant, Leah, I think, originally approached me sometime around March this year, 2022, and Blind Beginnings needed on sort of short notice someone to fill in a role of a part-time administration assistant for a little while. And then when that little while was up, it was put to me of, would you like to continue with Blind Beginnings and not be replaced? And I was like, yes, I would like to continue with Blind Beginnings. I like it working here. As I said, I'm part-time administrative assistant. So I do a lot of like emails and I might call people, I run errands, and I'm kind of everybody's assistant. And my connection to blindness, for anyone who doesn't remember, is that I was born with a genetic condition. And so I've basically just grown up as part of the blind community in different areas. When I grew up in a small town in rural BC, and then I moved to Vancouver, and I've kind of just always been literally, I was born into the community because my mother has a vision condition as well. And I inherited that vision condition, and I didn't really have a choice in the matter.
I was going to say you also inherited the blind community. There you go.
Pretty much. They inherited.
That's right. Awesome. Bruce.
Hello there. Newbie to podcasts as well as to Blind Beginnings. I wasn't sure if Dougie or I were going to flip a coin as to who's newest staff on. Bruce Taylor and I work with Blind Beginnings in a couple areas. One is, so the title is Helping Family Program Coordinator. So we're looking in particular at targeting some programs for younger families with younger children, and in that capacity, doing a monthly Zoom session for families throughout BC called Early Beginnings. And so we partner with Adam from the Provincial Resource Center of the Visually Impaired. He does a accessible story, so a descriptive story time, and then usually we have an activity. So recently we're making up coloring screen boards, so little boards with wire mesh. The child, when they place paper on, do a little bit of scribbling, they get a really nice tactile feel of that. Also, I live and work out of Victoria, so the guy on the island, and in that capacity, helping out with the community discovery programs and outings. Just back from Comox, we had quite a successful tri-skate session. So we'll be, prior to that, we were all off to Dan's farm in Saanich. So we'll be having more island-based community discoveries, opportunities for families to connect, and also for kids to link up with each other, which is so important. Yeah, my background, Shawn is the link. I've worked for years in the field of orientation mobility. In addition, I also have a master's in vision rehabilitation, Pennsylvania College of Optometry. So looking at sort of trying to support sort of best functional use of remaining sight. And so I've had an opportunity of worked with the provincial interdisciplinary assessment team out of BC Children's in Sunny Hill for a number of years, both in the capacity of orientation mobility as well as with early intervention. And then transition to vision loss rehabilitation, an area of early intervention. And then got a call from Shawn and opportunity to join Blind Beginnings, which I'm so pleased to be working with the team here.
Thanks, Bruce. We're also pleased to have you. And last but certainly not least, Dougie.
Hi, I'm Dougie. I first started with Blind Beginnings as a volunteer about, actually it'll be 2 years ago. this February. I have primarily worked in the corporate world for the last 25 years, and I was just looking for a little bit more purpose in my life. So that's when I decided to start looking at different volunteer opportunities. And I just found so much synergy and connection with what Blind Beginnings was doing with my own personal life. So I volunteered for about a year, and then I started doing contract work, and then alongside Bruce, and at the same time, I believe we became employees around that same time. So it's been very exciting. My primary job is I am the youth programs coordinator. So I facilitate a lot of the youth programs, creating confidence, youth leadership meetings. I will work with the youth leaders and youth leader mentors to help support the current youth. As is for most not-for-profits, if there's a bigger job or something that we need everyone on board, then your extra duties come into play. So that's also been wonderful. I probably have known about Blind Beginnings because I probably have known Shawn the longest versus anyone else here. We both went to Bowen by the Sea, which I think was part of the inspiration for Blind Beginnings to provide more services and have more opportunities for the children of BC to be able to connect to each other. That is my story.
Thanks, Dougie. Actually, Bruce has got you beat. He's known me longer.
Oh, longer?
Yeah, he taught me mobility when I was a child. So, all right. We don't have to include that, though. If you don't, I don't know. That might be giving away age or something. I don't know.
I'm not worried about that. I was pleased to be able to do some mobility training and look at the success.
Right. Okay, cool. I love it, right? You helped me be successful, and I maybe influenced Keisha to be successful. Like, it just keeps going. It's great. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so being that it's the beginning of January, a lot of people make resolutions at the start of the year. And so we have all made a resolution, but we don't know whose resolution is whose. And so we're going to play a little bit of a game here. And this is just a chance for our listeners to get to know us a little bit. And we thought it would be fun. So Rob has everyone's New Year's resolutions, and he's going to read them out. And we have to decide whose belongs to who or whom. Not sure the grammatically correct way to say that. So Rob, take it away.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will read each one so that we all have an idea of all of them, and then we'll go back and we'll try to figure these out. So number 1 is, I resolve to schedule more fun in 2023. Number 2 is, good health and happiness for all our current families with an increasing number of new participants. Number 3, build a budget, cook something new once a month, join a club, exercise 30 minutes a day, and listen to Blind Beginnings podcasts episodes 1 to 50.
Sounds like an overachiever.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
That's impressive.
Man, it's hard to be. It'd be interesting to see who that is. Okay, number 4. My goal for 2023 is to take better care of my body by consistently doing my physiotherapy exercises to increase my core strength and to make healthier food choices by eating more fruits and vegetables. Mm-hmm. Wow, another that lofty rocks. One. Yeah, no kidding. Wow. Number 5, listen with the intent to understand, not to solve the problem. Try not to solve everyone's problem and instead do more coaching towards a solution.
Shawn? Sorry.
Wow. Okay.
We can cut that one out.
These are
no, it's okay.
Okay. Number 6. In 2023, I resolved to have my first chess win, update my first aid, and visit some more waterfalls in the forest with my friends. Wow. This is a real cross section of resolutions. Wow. Number 7. Getting better at saying no. And number 8, Last one. To improve my time management and take the stairs more often. Wow.
Wow, this is a great list.
Awesome. And I think I've got 5 of them figured out.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Interesting. Wow.
That overachiever.
He has been madly taking notes as we wrote these. Okay. All right.
I think a bunch of them sound like, to me, it's like, oh, that could be this person. Oh, that could be the same person. Oh, that
Yes.
one could be the same person instead.
Yeah, totally. This is going to be hard. Okay, so shall we go back to number 1 and start?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so number 1, I resolve to schedule more fun in 2023. So the question is, who on this panel needs more fun in their life?
It's Shawn. That's my guess.
Yeah,
It's interesting the word schedule is used.
Yeah.
I found that really
sounds
interesting
Leah.
too. Yeah.
My first thought was
knowing I'm going to schedule it.
I'm just picturing somebody's Google Calendar where it's just like, between 5 and 6 p.m. fun.
Oh, wait, I just got to check. Oh, today at 1 p.m. Fun.
Yeah, you know what? I think my guess is I'm going to throw my hat into the Shawn ring as well.
I actually kind of think it might be you, Rob.
Me? You think I'm misdirecting? Would I do something like that?
I'm also going to throw my my proverbial hat into the ring of Rob.
Oh, interesting.
The ring of
wow,
Rob.
Interesting.
Huh.
Wow, okay. I thought my office was pretty much the fun office.
The party
Everybody comes
office.
to the party office.
But now it's going to be scheduled.
That's right.
Appointment fun only. Fun by appointment only.
Well, that works well.
But it's more fun. It's already fun.
That's right. So I think we've got Shawn and Rob. Any other dissenting opinions?
Maybe we just sort of hold that there. Like, I don't know how to, because we're not going to reveal whose it is until we've guessed them all, right? So,
Okay.
so we don't eliminate people and make it easier for the other guesses. So
Right. Okay.
So I'll just write that down. Number 1 is Rob.
Rob or Shawn is
Okay.
kind of
All
where we're
right.
at.
Okay.
Number 2.
Number 2. Good health and happiness for all our current families with an increasing number of new participants.
Ari.
Ari.
Yeah, I thought Ari.
Really?
Go for Bruce.
I was
You're
thinking
trying to deflect, Ari.
Keisha is the memberships person. Maybe she's trying to increase the membership, but I think
Yeah.
another one is more Keisha. So yeah, I might go with Ari for this too.
Really?
I was thinking.
It's a
I was
very
thinking-
sweet sentiment, and Ari's
I'm
a sweet lady.
I'm thinking Bruce.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I think the physio one sounds a bit more like Bruce. I don't know.
No way, that's Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Rob? Oh.
No, I think Bruce has been practicing his chess.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Oh, Leah with some inside info.
Okay. I'm holding with Ari on this.
Yeah, I think I would agree. I'm gonna
Okay, so
put
number
mine.
2, we got a strong Ari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got an Ari vibe.
Even though Ari tried to deflect.
Okay, number 3. Build a budget, cook something new once a month, join a club, exercise 30 minutes a day, and listen to 50 Blind Beginnings podcasts.
That's Leah.
Yeah.
100%.
That is so Keisha.
I don't think it's Leah. I think it has to be somebody who wasn't here for the first 50 episodes
Oh.
because
Yeah, that's
Hold
right.
on.
See, this is where I was thinking Ari.
right. Oh shoot.
Maybe is it?
It could be
Rob,
Ari.
not Rob.
Oh, man.
I think it's Keisha. I really do.
Build a
Just because we
budget.
were there for the
Yeah, what am I building a budget for?
That's an outlier.
life.
Maybe it's Dougie.
Maybe life, yeah.
Although I think
It's not
Dougie might
Shawn because Shawn's not going to cook.
Good point.
Yeah, we can eliminate Shawn off this one. And plus, she's been on the first 50 episodes. She doesn't need to
Right,
go back
I'm
and listen.
definitely
listen.
not listening to those again. Not that they weren't
Oh,
great,
man.
but
You were there. You don't really need to listen.
right.
Wait, maybe it's Randy.
Maybe it's Randy. I was just thinking that.
Oh,
Budget, exercise.
Oh.
join a
But
club.
shouldn't Randy have listened to the first 50 episodes? She was like,
Oh, I think she would have. Yeah.
hmm.
I don't think it's Randy.
This is hard. This one's really hard.
I know Leah's been listening to them, so I'm out. Yeah. Deleting Leah from the mix. I'm gonna again go with Ari.
Wait, could it possibly be Dougie?
It could be Dougie.
Oh man, this is rough. Shoot.
Okay, I think Ari or Dougie.
Okay, number 3, we got Ari and Dougie.
Okay, Dad,
They're
Dougie.
all Ari pretty soon.
1 to 4.
That's just
We're just gonna guess Ari for each one.
Exactly. All right, number 4. My goal for 2023 is to take better care of my body by consistently doing my physiotherapy exercises to increase my core strength and to make healthier food choices by eating more fruits and vegetables.
I think it's Rob.
I think it's Rob.
What?
Because he's trying to throw us off with the healthy eating and the exercise.
I don't know.
No, I mean that in the most supportive of ways.
Of course, I know.
He's also told us previously about needing to do some physio things for his core.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is
Wow.
true.
I'm pretty sure it's Rob.
I have not a clue anymore.
I'm gonna misdirect.
You're not going with Ari again, Keisha?
Wait, Rob, did you just say you're gonna misdirect?
Wait, no, I did not. You're supposed to catch that. I'm editing that out.
Way to give yourself away.
No, I did not give myself away. I guarantee you. I don't guarantee you, but I may have or may have not have.
The misdirect
May have not
comment might have been a misdirect.
Exactly.
Or misdirect of the misdirect.
I'm playing 3D chess here, people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Maybe it's the chess one then. Yeah. I'm sticking with Rob on that.
Well, you know what? I'm going with Keisha.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
That's your misdirection.
Yep. Okay, so we ready for number 5?
We'll write down Rob and Keisha for number 4.
Yep, sounds like it. All right.
Anybody want to add on Randy or anybody else?
I mean, I need to do, I guess exercises for my core, but they're not physio specific.
Right.
Hey, Randy with the misdirect.
Rob and Keisha.
Okay, number 5. Listen with the intent to understand, not to solve the problem. Try not to solve everyone's problem and instead do more coaching towards a solution.
Dougie or Shawn?
No,
Yeah,
I think
feel this is Leah or Shawn.
It's Leah.
I think it's Leah.
100%.
Oh.
I think, it sounds like a very HR thing.
It sounds like a counselor thing to me.
That's what I thought.
But I feel like the counselor might already have known that or been doing that maybe.
Nah, but the counselor said many times that they got to work on these things.
My first thought was Shawn, but the way it's written also sounds like Leah.
Yeah, I don't know. This is tough because, man.
They all sound like Leah.
Yeah, but you know what? We haven't
And what are
really.
you saying about my core?
A core can always be strong.
That's true.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to say Leah.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go with Leah. All right.
Okay.
Okay, there was one listing for Shawn. Any more takers for Shawn, or we'll just list Leah? Okay, number 5, we've got Leah down.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 6. In 2023, I resolved to have my first chess win, update my first aid, and visit some more waterfalls in the forest with my friends.
I think it's Keisha.
Yeah, I felt this is Keisha as well.
Keisha, the frolic in the forest.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't say frolic,
Yeah.
but that's what I think of when I think of Keisha.
This one sounds like a resolution done by somebody that's under 30. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm calling Bruce for this one. I think this is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can imagine Bruce playing chess and enjoying it.
I was trying to figure out who has first aid.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think it could be Ari.
No.
No.
So they're all submitted by Leah.
Wow,
Basically, none of us submitted them on time, and they just had to fill in the rest.
It's this chess thing that's throwing me off. Who's into chess? I mean, it's.
Well, I think it's a closet chess player.
Man.
They haven't.
Well, they haven't, see, exactly. They haven't, so they're playing chess, but they haven't won yet because I resolved to have my first chess win.
That's dedication. That's hard to do.
Yeah. So, I mean, that means they've played a lot and lost. So maybe it is somebody younger. You know what? I'm going with Keisha on this one.
It's Keisha. I would bet my dog on it.
Well, you do have
Saying much.
Two dogs involved.
She doesn't like her dog.
I like my dog.
Likes her dog.
He's getting
Yeah.
better. he's great.
growing.
He's in the room, so we got to be kind.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
He just joined the room. Did you listen to him?
Yeah.
We haven't had Randy's name out there yet, but I'm thinking she would have already won at chess at some point. So delete that one.
I appreciate your faith in my mind abilities, but we also haven't really talked about Dougie much. I'm like, maybe Dougie plays chess and
Yeah,
wants
and
to go
Dougie
into the
did a
Oh,
waterfalls.
that's true.
I mean, I do like waterfalls.
Yeah, they're
And I feel like I've heard him talk about, getting out or like hiking or friends and places he wants to go, but I might just be totally full of it.
Yeah, no, that's a good
Well, and the
point.
fact that he tried to deflect and say that sounds like a younger person thing to do. I mean, I don't know,
That's
Dougie. That
true.
sounds like an evasion.
You never know
How many
what
young
me.
people want to go hang out by waterfalls?
It's true.
That is true. Maybe we should put Dougie down for that one too.
I'm sticking with Keisha. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Not be
I'm
swayed
sticking
on
with
this,
Bruce.
but we could put Keisha or Dougie.
Yeah, let's put Dougie. Let's attach Dougie to that because that's impossible.
Okay, so number 6, we got Keisha, Dougie, and
Okay.
Leah is still convinced it's Bruce.
I still think it's Bruce.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, okay, let's
We'll put
Duly
Bruce
written
there.
down under 6.
Okay.
Okay, number 7, getting better at saying no.
Shawn.
Shawn.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Shawn.
Yeah.
I thought Shawn was having more fun. This could be Leah also.
I'm thinking this is Randy.
I've
Oh,
literally
yeah.
heard Shawn say she needs to get better at saying no.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard Shawn talking about like trying to like unfill her schedule all the time.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like take a few things out and like maybe leave early or don't do that thing so that somebody else can do it.
Yeah, so she has more time to schedule fun.
Schedule
I-
fun gets me.
Well, they can't both be true. Come on. This could be Dougie, though. I feel like he's talked about boundaries.
Ooh.
He's got a favorite book about boundaries.
Ooh, you've got some
Oh.
insider insight.
Yes.
I know my team, man.
Okay, I don't know who. So
What about Randy? We haven't had Randy for anything.
Well, I think I was going between Randy and Dougie, but I think I'm going to stick with Randy.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
This could be most of us. I feel like.
Shawn,
Yes.
Randy,
Yes.
Dougie, anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brings us to number 8.
On to number 8. Last one. Here we go. To improve my time management and take the stairs more often.
I think that might be Randy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think that's Dougie.
Really?
But I think you're all just thinking it's me because it's the last one.
No, because you live in a building. I assume there are stairs.
Wow, I live in a building. That's amazing.
Living in the
I thought
building
you did
is.
too.
You're also a back to school in the last year, so time management always feels
Yeah, that's a big issue.
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
challenging when
Yeah.
you're a student, and then also working. Like you got a lot going on.
Mhm.
I feel like
So maybe I should be learning to say no.
maybe
Oh.
that could be you
Maybe.
also.
No, you know what? Sean's selling me on this. I think I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to go with Randy as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
I'm going to go with Randy as well, and we've already got you on number 7 as well, Randy. So we've got you double covered.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'll
nobody's
also
on.
make a note that I don't bother with New Year's resolutions, so I had to come up with one.
oh, don't.
On a time limit.
Right. Okay. Right. Yes.
So maybe I need more fun too.
Maybe.
I have all this important stuff I have to do. I must need more fun.
All right.
Okay,
Okay, Rob. I can't wait to hear who wins. I wrote down all my guesses. Is there chocolate at the end of the game?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay. Well, let's, shall we do the big reveal?
Are we revealing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 1 I resolve to schedule more fun in 2023. Will the person who's attached to that resolution speak up?
It's me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yes. And you're a good catch on the schedule, Bruce, because it's very me.
Yeah.
Schedule the fun.
I love
I don't want to steal that resolution, though,
Yeah.
Shawn. I wish that were mine.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, number 2, good health and happiness for all our current families with an increasing number of new participants.
Sorry, I don't have a good Mexican accent. It's Bruce. It's not.
Okay.
Wow. I don't think anybody was right on that one.
Nobody.
Nope.
Yeah, we-
Oh, it was
I
a
think-
strong
I think
Ari. All
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Phew.
Awesome.
Okay, number 3, build a budget, cook something new once a month, join a club, exercise 30 minutes a day, and listen to Blind Beginnings podcast episodes 1 to 50. Who is the overachiever here?
Ari.
I knew it.
Oh, Ari. Good one.
Nice.
Wow, nice. Okay, wow.
Ari, you're going to be busy.
You're gonna need to schedule some fun and say no to some things.
That's true.
Well, luckily you can listen to the podcasts while you exercise for 30 minutes.
That's right.
Actually,
That was my idea. So yes. Swing one.
there you
I
go.
can't believe some people, like, I can't believe people who can listen to podcasts while they work out. I have to have music.
Me too.
Oh, I always listen to podcasts while I work out.
I just don't work out.
solves
I
that
just listen to
problem.
music and podcasts other times.
I'm telling you,
That's funny.
see, she doesn't work out because she's taking the stairs more often, I'm telling you.
Right?
Okay. Number 4, my goal for 2023 is to take better care of my body by consistently doing my physiotherapy exercises to increase my core strength and to make healthier food choices by eating more fruits and vegetables.
That's me.
Really?
Wow,
I-
Dougie snuck in there.
Wow.
I've mentioned that I felt weak whenever I go to my physiotherapy therapist before because I can barely do the exercises. And well, Keisha definitely knows this, but some other people know it. I have a bad habit of wanting to eat garbage food like hot dogs on a regular basis instead of putting good food in my body.
I am shocked. I
Me
was so
too.
sure that was Rob. Wow. That changes everything.
Right? Oh, I love that. I love it. Okay,
Oh, I
great.
think you've said that before, though.
I know.
I swear you've said that before.
I know.
Those
Listen,
have been your goals in the past.
I know. I read that and I was just like, that sound like me. This is going to be a great game. Okay, this is awesome. Okay. Okay, number 5, listen with the intent to understand, not to solve the problem. Try not to solve everyone's problem and instead do more coaching towards a solution.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yes, that's me. Disclaimer here, I had about 3 or 4 different ones, and some of them I thought might not be fit for a podcast, so I went with the safest bet.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Excellent. Number 6. Okay, in 2023, I resolved to have my first chess win, update my first aid, and visit some more waterfalls in the forest with my friends. Who is the frolicker?
That is me, actually.
Ah.
Of course.
If I got that wrong too, I'd be very upset with me.
But wait, okay,
Yeah,
so
no,
wait,
was a
Keith,
chess player.
yeah, I did not know you played
Oh,
chess,
man, Bruce.
Keisha.
I have been learning how to play chess. I get my butt kicked over and over, but I am slowly learning, and I haven't played for quite a number of months, but I plan to get back into it this winter.
Oh, wish you lived closer, Keisha, because the only person I can play chess with is my 9-year-old, because he's on my level.
I think I would also be on your level. I'm looking for players who are not as
Right?
cutthroat, and a couple that are cutthroat, because I think you can learn a lot from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just
but
playing-
it's over too quickly.
You're just playing the wrong people. You're just when next
You
time
could
you're
always,
in the office, play me, and you'll have your first win, no problem.
You could always, Keisha and Shawn could always play distance chess.
I guess there is that computer.
I've heard of
Yeah,
well,
the
but
chess
I've also
master.
heard of people who used to like either write letters or emails and just be like it's like each email was like a move
As you
and then
move.
it's like chess pen pals.
Yeah.
Right.
My partner knows how to play with just speaking.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
gosh.
What?
That's
Because I've
amazing.
heard most people who actually like like get really good at chess, they can basically just hold the whole board in their head, whether they're sighted or not,
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Wow.
and replay the moves basically from memory to like go over the whole game and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the Queen's Gambit. Great
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
Great show.
Okay, number 7. Here we go. Getting better at saying no.
Okay.
Is that you, Rob?
That was me.
Really?
Yes. Okay. So, it's totally valid, but I will admit that I knew that might throw people off, because that does sound like Shawn. In fact, I think that might have been Shawn's New Year's resolution last year. But no, that is totally something that I feel like I do in my personal life. I always say yes to everything, and then I'm just like, wow, why did I say yes to that? I shouldn't have said yes to that. So I think that is a good skill to be able to sort of parse out your schedule and figure your life out a little bit better. Time management.
That doesn't mean we're not getting a new website, does it?
No, no, of course not. See, I just said no.
Oh, good.
You should drop into the section on boundaries.
That's right. Dougie can teach you about boundaries.
Perfect.
Got a great book.
Yeah.
Man, okay, here we go.
And we still have a week before 2023, or a couple weeks, so hit them up now.
That's right. That's right. I'm still saying yes to everything for all the people out there. So just okay. Last one. Here we go. To improve my time management and take the stairs more often.
Well, I think Randy
Well, there's
is
only one-
the only one left.
Yeah, you didn't,
That's okay. We want to hear admit
by
it.
putting me last.
Admit it.
Shawn, you got that right, though.
Yep.
Yes, Shawn's theory or thought process was right. I do live in a building. Having some stairs.
Way to brag.
like-
That's kidding.
The stairs are faster than the elevator, but like I just mostly I just don't like. For context for anyone, I live in New West at basically the top of the biggest hill in like central New West. So I already have to walk up that, and then I usually don't want to take the stairs.
Mhm.
But now that I'm back in school, as Shawn said, I have a couple of part-time jobs. One of them is work from home. Half of my classes ended up being online. I barely leave my apartment anymore. So like sometimes it's like, okay, well, I don't need to go to Walmart today, but I could go tomorrow. But I guess I should just make myself leave the house today and go for a walk while the weather's
Put your
nice.
step count in.
And time management wise, I've just always not been fantastic at that. And school and multiple jobs has not been helping on that front much. So, again, maybe it's just set a few more alarms, set a few more things in the calendar to remember things better on time. Let's improve. As I go into the new semester, let's not procrastinate like I always do.
I find scheduling the fun helps.
I actually want to change mine to that. I want to schedule fun. I do.
I'm not going to have time to schedule fun next semester.
Fun is important. I'm learning that I am better at my job, especially counseling, when I've had more fun. So,
But are you solving people's problems?
it's not my job to solve people's problems. It's my job to listen and support.
I know, I'm kidding.
Help them find their own solutions.
Yes.
That felt like a test.
Very good response.
Thank you. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about what's coming up, what people can look forward to at Blind Beginnings in 2023. So, well, Leah, the first thing I had on my list, we got some fundraisers coming up. Do you want to talk about those?
Sure. We have the first event of 2023 is going to be on Saturday, January 28th. And it's going to be a trivia night down at Moose's Down Under in downtown Vancouver.
Yay!
It returns.
Dougie and Keisha have been working on putting together a whole bunch of fun questions and categories. And, we've got some exciting games along with trivia. And it'll just be a nice chance for our community to connect early in the year. And the next big event is going to be on Saturday, May 6th, and it's going to be our gala. So excited. So excited. And it's going to be again at the Sheraton Wall Center downtown, which is a beautiful venue. And last year, oh my goodness, last year was just so much fun. We had everything from a live auction with a great auctioneer to a silent auction. We had dancing, we had some yummy food and a great presentation. Yeah, it was a wonderful event. That's all I've got scheduled so far for fundraising events for 2023, but stay tuned.
That's awesome. We've got a couple of new programs starting up this year. One is a bit of a returning. We're going to have a drop-in support group for youth once a month. It's going to be on a Thursday, the last Thursday of the month from 4:30 to 6 p.m. And we did do a youth support group similar to this in person several years ago. So this is going to be virtual. So youth from all over BC can sign up, and they can join, every month if they want, or they can just pop in when they feel they need some support for whatever's going on in their lives related to their visual impairment. So I'm excited to be bringing that back, and Dougie's going to be co-facilitating that with me. And then we're also starting Lightbox Story Hour in partnership with the Provincial Resource Center for the Visually Impaired, Adam from Adam's Accessible Storytime, on the same mornings as Early Beginnings, a little later in the morning, for families with school-age youth with more complex profiles that include visual impairment. So he uses a light box, and he's got, so if you have partial sight, it's a program that he was running through during the school day for a couple years during the pandemic. And in order to kind of maybe make it more accessible to more youth, we're going to offer it on Saturdays in partnership with Adam. So hopefully people can come and check that out. So that's super exciting. Bruce, do you want to talk about our exciting mobility family retreat that we're going to offer this summer?
Sure. And I was just going to comment with the light box. So that's something particularly for children and students who have what's called a cortical visual impairment. So the eyes, looks like there's not a particular problem with the eyes, but it's the brain that actually sees. And so the light, light helps us to be able to see for those with vision. And so the light box is just it's like as Dr. McCormick used to say, it's a visual lure. So it sort of enhances or entices the child to look towards objects. Very pleased that we're looking to have a continuing partnership with the University of British Columbia. They have a master's program in orientation mobility, and looking to coordinate a summertime orientation mobility program for preschoolers, and it'll be with a family retreat. So stay tuned for more information. Typically what we do is we have morning activities where we work on balance skills and learning about the different senses, so echoes and use of vision, and then concepts, learning about, go to the block, go around the block. What the heck is around the block for a preschooler? So learning some of those concepts. And then in the afternoon, partner up families and child with one of the instructors from UBC who are completing their orientation mobility program to have some specific one-to-one instruction. Often introduction of a cane or a travel device is included with that.
Awesome. Very exciting. It's going to be a fun summer because, of course, we will also be going to Camp Hornby July 21st to the 25th. So you can plan your vacations around that now. It's one of our favorite times of year. And we're also hoping, funding permitting, that we can offer an independent living skills camp for teens this summer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anything else anybody wants to share, giving a preview of what's coming?
I was just wanting to throw out there for those that are listening, our early beginnings session, January. We've partnered with the Canadian Braille Authority And also with the Provincial Resource Center of the Visually Impaired, with Adam, with his story time, we're going to be doing magic bags.
Oh,
So, keep
I want
posted on one magic bag.
Awesome.
I would also just like to quickly plug for if we have any Kamloops or Kamloops region, TNRD region listeners, I just want to give you guys a shout out because we are doing community discoveries in the Kamloops region, and I've got some cool ideas coming up for the upcoming year. Starting in January, we are planning a snowshoe event up at Sun Peaks. So yeah, get in touch if you are interested. Keisha at blindbeginnings.ca.
And
I have one more thing to add. Be on the lookout in 2023 for a documentary of our fashion show. We had a fashion show in October, and there will be a documentary created from it. And we had fashion camp earlier in 2022. It's all our limitless beauty and our participants and the process that the youth went through to kind of learn what it's like to be a model and walk the runway, walk the red carpet.
yes, that's right. That'll be released on accessible media. So we don't know the dates yet, but we're told spring 2023. So look for that. Dougie, did you want to plug Creating Confidence?
I do want to plug Creating Confidence. So for Creating Confidence in January, we will be doing accessible technology, but I really want this to be more of a goal-orientated piece, because I feel accessible technology is really the most important skill that we can learn for employment purposes and just to really improve our ability to communicate. So we're going to be doing the 1 month, but it's something that I really want to kind of revisit and hope that we have set some accessible technology goals throughout the year for ourselves.
Awesome. And finally, many, you can look forward to many more episodes of the Limitless podcast. So we'll continue to release those throughout the year and hopefully gain more and more listeners.
Yes, and for all the exciting programs that are coming for the next year, and if you want to volunteer, please sign up at blindbeginnings.ca, and I will be very happy to meet you in person. Thank you.
Perfect.
And not only that, but we'll also have a new website in the early part of 2023 as well. So look forward to that.
I love this. I love that each person is bringing their thing that they're going to be bringing to the organization. And it's just so great. So great to have you all here on the podcast and for our listeners to meet you. I'm sure they're super jealous of this awesome team. It's a great place to work. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks, Shawn. This was fun. It was really nice to get out from behind the scenes and be on the podcast. Thanks for inviting me.
Good fun. Bye, everyone.
You've been listening to Limitless, the Blind Beginnings podcast. If you have a question, a comment, a future topic request, please send us an email to limitless@blindbeginnings.ca. Please share our podcast, like, subscribe, leave us a rating, and join us next time.
This podcast has been brought to you by Blind Beginnings, an organization based in Vancouver, Canada, that supports children and youth who are blind or partially sighted, along with their families. Music for this podcast is composed by Shawn Bishop and Clement Chow. Production and audio editing by Rob Minot. For more information about Blind Beginnings and the work it does to support children and youth who are blind and partially sighted, along with their families, visit us on the web at www.blindbeginnings.ca, and also remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time.